someone said, let's take Goonies. Let's take Lost in Space or Flight of the Navigator. I think it's more Flight of the Navigator. Smash them together and throw that into the Star Wars universe. And we get Skeleton Crew. And this is, we all watched the first 2 episodes. I won't say anything yet. We're going to go around and get initial reactions before we really get into this. And Don, you are our resident Star Wars freak. You can go first.
Yeah, Star Wars freak. Okay, yeah, definitely enjoyed this. It is absolutely kid-oriented, as most Star Wars is.
Yes, we've had that.
But I think this is especially kid-oriented, and I think that the kids did a great job of acting. I mean, they acted kids of their appropriate age, but I believed it. And I'm someone who lives on a cul-de-sac with a tree in my front yard with 2 swingings off of it, so I get to hear kid shit all the time. So I know kids, and I felt these child actors did a good job of acting like children. But I'm definitely interested in the Hook, which we'll talk about, I guess, more in spoilers. Because
Captain Hook is in this? Oh, sorry.
Well, there's captains. I don't know about Hook. But there's definitely a big thing going on here, and I'm going to have to get off it because I have to wait till spoilers. It's very, very interesting. You know me, I like stuff that introduces things that I've read about or imagined as a DM or something or put in my games. You know, just like, and this isn't really spoiler, but you get to see like these ship anchors. Generally in Star Wars, when people park their ships, we've seen in the movies and shows, they go to a spaceport, and they indeed go to a spaceport. But yeah, we get to see where like the people that don't have enough money to actually rent a spaceport hangar, they literally get to like anchor their ship by this big cable as it just floats there, and then they go to the spaceport. So I just, I like stuff like that. This series now is actually a thought I've been having, like, boy, that's so wizard line.
Yeah.
Like they never really followed up with that.
Well, they're really using it now, though.
But in this movie, in this show so far, something being said, oh, that's so wizard, has happened in each episode now.
Yeah.
So they're definitely trying to reestablish that being wizard in the Star Wars universe means that that you're cool or whatever. So that's kind of cute as well. So I mean, I don't want to get into any more until we get into spoilers, but is it the greatest Star Wars show on the face of the earth? No. In fact, I was a little bit bored in the first episode, a little bit, but then it does pick up and we get to kind of the crux of what we're here to experience. And from there, I thought it was very amusing. So, I'm going to agree with the Rotten Tomatoes that this is fresh. We don't have, any Rotten Tomatoes here. And, I also enjoy a Star Wars show, having 2 episodes and no one bitching about it online. That's fun and nice. So, yeah, I like it. Yeah, right. Not yet. There was something. I thought there was an aspect that someone was going to complain about, but they haven't, and I'm happy about that. So I'm enjoying it.
Okay, John, what were your initial reactions?
My initial reaction was when they walked into the pirate spaceport, that they should have been dead about 3.4 seconds after they stepped foot in that place. But had me kind of cringing in my seat going, oh, come on, this is way contrived. But the story's enjoyable, got kind of a Goonies vibe a little bit, and what is the that saying in Hollywood that directors say, don't ever work with animals or kids?
Yeah.
And the kids, like Don said, they're doing a really good job of acting in this. And the kids, they've left, the storyline leaves a lot to yet be discovered. So like the background of the kids, I'm getting the feeling there's a lot more behind the 2 girls that we have not found out yet. I think that
Yeah.
I like the Geordie LaForge thing of one of the girls. I forget her name, but yeah, no, and this is going to be really interesting to see who this captain was. Who I guess we haven't done spoilers yet. So anyway, I can't wait to see what happens in it. It's got my attention. It's got my interest.
KB, I think, is the character's name.
Hmm.
I'm not to the point of remembering any of the characters' names yet.
Well,
so
yeah,
it'll take me another week.
We are like a professional podcast that's been on for 11 years. We should have brought that up. So
I agree with Thrawn here. Neil is definitely Chunk. I want to see him do the truffle shuffle.
Oh God, yes.
At some point in the show. Don't tell me, whoever wrote this, that you weren't trying to invoke some of the Goonies in this.
Oh, most definitely.
I love this show. Like, I really do. But again, I'm a kid who grew up loving Flight of the Navigator, the Goonies, all
The
of those
Explorers,
movies.
I think that's called.
Yeah.
Built a world ship.
Yeah, like, these were some of my favorite movies when I was a kid. So to, like, see them do this in the Star Wars universe, I'm like, yeah, I'm all in. And I gotta tell you, like, watching this show though, like with a modern eye, when they're in the spaceport, the pirate spaceport, I'm like mistrusting of everyone, even the woman who was trying to help the two girls.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Like, my brain is like going like, something's not right here. But yet, it's a kid's show, so no, like, that's the whole thing. She really was just trying to help them. Like, it's a freaking okay. Star Wars has always been for kids. We've said that so many times on the show, but this is definitely like, this is for kids. And you know what, Don, you're right. It's refreshing to watch a show where there hasn't been a lot of haters online. I've seen a couple of stupid things where people are like, oh, episode 3. No, episode 3 is not out yet. You're just basing it on someone saying something somewhere, and you're going, this is true. And it's like, no, let's wait till episode 3 comes out. But so far, like, yeah, I love it. I really do. Like, and it's funny. It's not like The Acolyte, where I was trying to be like, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good, and then when, like, at the end, I'm like, no, this is crap. Like, really, the kids are great. The dynamic between two sets of friends who end up exploring this, what they think is the Jedi Temple or whatever, and whatnot, what really works. And it's not. That's another thing that's great about this show is, like, there's definitely CGI in it, right? It's a Star Wars show, but you don't feel it at all in it. I kind of feel like there's a definite mix of practical and CGI in this. It looks so great. It really does. And then, all right, you know what? Yeah, like, okay, so that's our initial spoiler-free reaction, I guess. If you haven't seen it yet, you can bail now. We're gonna keep talking about it. I think we're gonna keep talking about this show every week, but we liked it. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.